Hello all, this is Mrs.Lalithamani.D, professor from SNS College of Nursing. So here in this lecture series we were learning about many interesting topics every month. In this series we are going to learn about the physiology of the endocrine organs. When we want to learn about the particular problems or the abnormalities of any anatomical structure, we need to know what is the normal anatomy and physiology of any organ. So the endocrine organs are like the major substances. The endocrine glands are the major organs, and the endocrine system hormones are the major substances that will determine the normal functioning of the human body in various aspects. So irrespective of the organ and irrespective of the number of hormones it is being generated, it is being calculated, that the understanding the concept is very important. So let us see how the endocrine system is taking up role in the physiology. So the function of the system is to coordinate and integrate the cellular activity among all the other organs. It has the ability to control the homeostasis, that is a normal internal environment, and these organs will stimulate the other structures, and this will produce the normal hormones which may be responsible for cell growth, cell metabolism, hormonal food particle metabolism, normal temperature maintenance, normal hormone maintenance, including the hormones for the mood, the sex hormones or the growth hormones or this follicle stimulating hormone, whatever it is. So these hormones are mandatory needed for the constant maintenance of normal internal environment, which will be triggering up the appropriate cellular function. So the regulation of sodium and water balance is also important when it is concerned with the adrenal glands. So the regulation of sodium and water, where the adrenal glands will have an impact on the entire body, that is the hormones, that is aldosterone, that is having a major impact on the water and electrolyte absorption and expulsion. So this will control the blood volume. So when the aldosterone hormone is not properly getting released by the adrenal gland, then there will be changes in the blood volume, and also we can find out the changes in the cardiac functioning system. So the regulation of calcium and phosphate. So this is responsible, the gland which is responsible for this calcium and phosphate metabolism will be the parathyroid hormones. So these will preserve the extracellular fluid volume, and then it is responsible for the cell membrane integrity and intracellular signaling. So when we say these things, the water metabolism, sodium metabolism, the calcium and phosphate components, so we need to know that these all organs are interrelated in a chain-like manner. So when there is one organ, because one organ having an impact, it will definitely reflect on the another organ. So when we see the normal anatomy and physiology or any process, it will be going in a clockwise direction. So the one, after one it will be two, after 2 it will be the third step, after 3 it will be the fourth step. It will go in a normal process. It's a cyclic or chain like, or it is in a pattern. So when we find some abnormality over there, we should suspect that the process will be having a reverse order, or the organs will be affected will be in a reverse order chain of events. The chain of events will be in a reverse phase. So for example, when there is a flow is happening from the heart to the to the lungs and to the abdomen through the aorta. So when there is a block in the abdominal aorta, for example, the aorta will be coming out of the left ventricle. It comes out in the superior part of the heart. It will be forming it as an arch of aorta. Then it will descend in the thoracic region called as thoracic aorta, and then it will be coming down. It will be called as the abdominal aorta. When we say there is this is a normal cyclic chain or chain of events. When there is an abnormality, what happens is, when there is a block in the abdominal aorta, the blood flow will be stagnated. Next problematic area will be the thoracic aorta. Then it will be the descending aorta, arch of aorta, ascending aorta, and then the aorta root itself, where it will be involving in the left ventricle. So when we say this is the normal process and in an abnormal process which comes in a cyclic way and in an anti-clockwise way. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. So when we see this endocrine functions, there is a regulation of every balance, energy balance and control of fuel mobilization, utilization, storage, and that ensures the cellular metabolism and the demands are properly met. coordination of the host hemodynamic and metabolic counter regulations are happening as a response to the stress. Regulation of reproduction, development, growth and senses are also carried out with the help of these endocrine hormones. So when we talk about the endocrine hormones or the hormones, these are the key criteria which will be working or which will be the result of normal physiological metabolism. As we have discussed, if it is happening in a clockwise manner, one by one or the step by step process, it is in a cyclic direction or clockwise direction, it will be in a normal physiological process. When there is a problem happening, we should remember that the results will be in an anti-clockwise direction. That is the hard hit subject. If it is the fifth point, if it is being affected, the next affected will be the fourth region, third region, second, first and the origin. So this is how the normal anatomy and the physiological organs will work, and it will be reflecting in the signs and symptoms when an abnormality. The same applicable for the endocrine organs. Let us see in detail in the upcoming 2-3 videos. Thank you. Until then, thank you.